Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for September 26th. So, let's get started.
First day in history!
On this day in history, September 26, 1775, Jonathan Chapman was born in Massachusetts. He came to be known as Johnny Appleseed because he planted small orchards and individual apple trees across the wilderness and prairie in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana. He's buried in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also, on this day in 1956, the first new concrete road service was paved as part of the U.S. Interstate Highway System. It was an 8-mile, that's a 12-kilometer, 2-lane section of US 40 just west of Topeka, Kansas. This stretch of highway became part of Interstate 70 that travels from the East Coast to the West Coast. Today, about 46,876 miles, which is 75,423 kilometers of highway are included in the Interstate Highway System. And on this day in 1960, the first televised debate between presidential candidates took place in Chicago as Republican Richard M. Nixon and Democrat John F. Kennedy faced each other. Today on Word Power, we'll learn about an expression that we hardly ever use and means hardly ever. The expression is once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means very rarely. For example, you may say something like this: finding a $20 bill lying in front of you on the sidewalk happens once in a blue moon. But where does such a strange expression come from? Well, there are two explanations. Some people say that if there are 2 full moons in the same month, the second full moon is called a blue moon. It's pretty rare to have 2 full moons in 1 month. It only happens about once every 2.5 years. Other people say if one of the seasons, winter, spring, summer, or fall, contains 4 full moons instead of the usual 3, the third should be called a blue moon. Again, that's pretty rare because each season lasts only 3 months. So you can see, a blue moon happens only once in a blue moon.
Ooh, extremes.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what is the fastest animal in the world? The answer is that when it comes to birds, the winner is the peregrine falcon, which, when it's diving, can zoom at 117 miles an hour, which equals 188 kilometers an hour. The fastest land animal is the cheetah, who can move along at 70 miles an hour, or 113 kilometers an hour. Go, cheetah, go!
Health tips.
Try this experiment. Open your hand and squeeze it closed. Open and squeeze. Do this with me for a minute. That's kind of how your heart works. Each time it squeezes, it pumps blood. Let me ask you something. Could you do this with your hand for a minute? Maybe. How about for an hour? All day, all week, all month, all year, all your whole life long. Could your hand keep doing that? Of course not. But your heart does. Your heart is the strongest muscle in your body. Each of the 50 states sends 2 people to the Senate. So there are a total of 100 senators. This means that each state has equal representation in the United States Senate. Each senator serves a term of 6 years. When their 6-year term is over, the people from that state may choose to elect a new senator or keep the same one. There is no limit on the number of terms that a senator can serve. The Senate has special jobs that only it can do. It can say yes or no to any treaty the president makes. It can say yes or no to any people the president recommends for jobs, such as cabinet officers, Supreme Court justices, and ambassadors. And it can hold a trial for a government official who does something very wrong. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.